It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to this special edition of Science Bowl. Special because today's winner becomes the second of 4 semifinalists in this year's elementary school competition. A lot at stake today. Welcome to our program. Test your own science literacy as you listen and play along with our players. Let's meet today's students. First, from Greenbelt Elementary, would you please say hello to Eleanor Calarco, Hiram Hudson, and John Kelly. And from University Park Elementary, say hello to Eli Puro, Cora Moore, and Roddy Wright. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our questions on our game board according to difficulty, with the easier ones on the left worth 5 and 10. Tougher, 15, 20, ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. As I was just saying at the top of the show, today's winner will go on to become the second of our semifinalists. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly. Let's go to that red team. And Hiram, would you try your buzzer? He's got that flourish there, absolutely. Good luck to you and to Ellie and to John. And Cora, how about the green teams? Also A-OK. Eli's got some body English going on over there. I have to congratulate you guys. You've made it this far in the competition. That is no mean feat. University Park playing the second time in Greenbelt. This is number 4 game for you this year already. You're doing so well. Let's go over and make sure that we go alphabetically. G before you? Yeah. So Greenbelt, let's play the game. Go ahead.
Let's get physical for 10 points.
Get physical for 10 points. Teams, certain insects can walk on water because of this. University Park.
The oil on their feet?
No. Greenbelt, certain insects can walk on water because of this. Remember, it's the let's get physical category.
Surface tension.
Surface tension, that's right. The adhesion of water molecules creates a kind of film there. Go red.
Zoo parade for 15 points.
Zoo parade for 15 points. Teams, pandas we know eat bamboo. And to grab bamboo, they have a 6th toe that actually acts like one of these digits that we have. Greenbelt?
A thumb.
A thumb, yeah. It's almost like an opposable thumb. They call it a pseudo, P-S-E-U-D thumb, a fake thumb. Go red.
Dateline Science for 15.
For 15 points. Teams, who said this? Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. This man's birthday is celebrated as a national holiday in January. University Park. What you got? UP?
Stephen Hawking?
Not Stephen Hawking, no. This famous American's birthday is celebrated in January.
Martin Luther King Jr.
MLK, that's right, yes indeed. Guided missiles, but misguided men. Good comeback. Go, red.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Teams, we know that cumulus clouds occur because the sun heats up the water rises and condenses as clouds. But there are certain kinds of clouds called pyrocumulus clouds that are caused by these. University Park. Greenbelt have something in case I have to come to you.
Pastor Roddy?
Firestorms?
Firestorms. Yes, we will give that to you, yes. The fires in California cause these huge clouds directly generated by those wildfires. Okay, go green.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, an analogy. Coniferous trees, like spruces and pines, are to softwood, as these trees that, yes, Hiram?
Deciduous trees.
Deciduous trees are to hardwood. You're way ahead of me. Yes, young man. Good, go.
Let's get physical for 15 points.
Let's get physical for 15 points. Teams, there is no combustion inside the sun. There is no hydrogen or oxygen burning up. Rather, the hydrogen atoms are joining together in this process to form helium, which generates energy. Greenbelt.
Nuclear fusion.
Fusion, that's exactly what I want to hear. Nuclear fusion, absolutely. I like how you specified that. Go red.
Body systems for 10 points.
Body systems for 10 points. The National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, plural, have a number of them out there. The third largest institute is named Heart, Lung, and this substance. University Park.
Iron.
No, good try. National Institutes of Health. The third largest is called the heart, lung, and this substance.
Blood.
Blood, yes, the three go together, part of the circulatory respiratory systems. Go.
Science potpourri for 15 points.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, there was a wonderful book and movie called The Miracle Worker starring Helen Keller. Helen Keller was deaf, dumb, and blind. University Park. What you got?
She was disabled.
She was a?
Disabled.
I needed more than that. Greenbelt. Helen Keller was deaf, dumb, and blind. She could not see, she could not hear, and she could not what?
Speak, which
Speak.
is dumb.
Absolutely right. They used to call that dumb. We don't do that anymore. Go red.
Green things for 20 points.
Green things for 20 points. Teams, this word, which is often confused with petals, are the leaf-like green things on the outside of a flower bud that open up and form a fringe around the flower. What do we call those, University Park?
Buds.
Not buds, no. This word looks like petals, but it actually surrounds the petals, forming a fringe. They're called sepals, S-E-P-A-L-S. Try again, red.
Body systems for 15 points.
For 15 points. Teams, at this year's Super Bowl, one of the Patriots players, Patrick Chung, not only did he break his arm, he suffered one of these head injuries. University Park?
A concussion.
Yeah, he got a concussion. That's it, Cora. Oh, the buzzer said, that was a fast round. Let's check the score. Greenbelt is at 145 and University Park at 85, and we'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. And welcome back. Good to have you on Science Bowl today. Ellie's over there. She's doing a little bit of dance in her chair as we listen to our Science Bowl music here. The whole point is to have fun and to show some young people that are exceptional students here in Prince George's schools. And boy, are these 6 ever. Greenbelt, nice to have you guys here. Hiram, tell us the Greenbelt Elementary story. Greenbelt Elementary is a relatively new school. It's a beautiful building. Who's your principal over there?
Dr. Gaines.
Wonderful. And who's the sponsor of your team?
Mr. Richardson.
The one and only Mr. Richardson. He has worked so hard to get you guys ready for this. And Ellie used to be the alternate, so who's out there in the wings now?
Kai.
Kai, yeah, he'll be out in just a few moments' time here. And Greenbelt, is it a green school?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think 2nd grade went out for a field trip last year
Yeah.
to celebrate that.
Because I know some of the green schools, they have waterless toilets and they have windows that shade out the sunshine and all kinds of geothermal heating and things of that sort. Tell me what you want to do someday, Hiram.
I want to be a librarian.
Librarian, yeah. This is a young man. He's a bibliophile. He loves books, and he heard someone at a career day talk about being a librarian, and he's going to be a good one. You are a man who understands words, because you're getting a lot of these questions right. You're a good player. John, nice to have you here. Tell us the John story. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I like to read, and I also like to draw stuff. I like to draw people, and then also like buildings and flying cars and stuff.
That's great. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like fantasy. Fact books are also kind of cool if they have really good facts. but I like to stick with like fiction and stuff.
Well, someday you can check out the books, and Hiram will be back there, and he can make some recommendations for you. You probably have some recommendations for us today. Ellie, nice to have you here today. Tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to read, and at the moment I'm working on stop motions.
Stop motion. That's cool. And you told me last time you wanted to be a police officer, yeah?
Yeah.
What inspired you to do that? It's kind of dangerous.
I watched this TV show with my dad about FBI agents, and it looked really fun.
Yeah, it's a real challenge, and we need good police officers, and I commend you for that. And good luck, and just take care of yourself if you get that far. Let's go over to University Park, and Cora, tell us about UP. It's over there in College Park. And who's your principal?
Miss Davis.
Miss Davis, yeah, she's just terrific. And we go over every year for green eggs and ham that you do for the little kids. And it looks disgusting, but it tastes good. Tell us who your sponsor is.
I don't think we have a sponsor.
Mr. Favero,
Oh,
is Mr.
yeah,
Favero?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
there.
kind of your coach.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. He's been coming here over 20 years now, it seems. And just discovered he too is a Pittsburgher like I am. So go Steelers, yeah. All right. Tell us a little bit about University Park. What's something special there other than green eggs and ham?
Well, we always donate to charity. We have a school store, and whenever we like earn money from it, we always give it to charity or different organizations to help them out, like donations and things. All the money goes there.
Money goes for a good cause. You're not buying yourselves a pizza party or anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's really great. Cora, what do you want to do someday?
I want to be a chef. I think I want to open my own restaurant.
Yeah. Do you have a name already?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Yeah, that'll come. But it's hard work. Growing up in a family that owned a bake shop, I hear tell how much work it is to keep a business because it's 24/7. You're a good player. Roddy, nice to have you here. Roddy, we're going to fix your sign over there because you look like you're R-O-D-D. Your Y looks like a crutch. Tell me, don't worry about it right now. Tell me about yourself. You're a pitcher and a first baseman for a Burtonsville team?
Yep, Burtonsville Storm.
Yeah. How long you played there?
Since 2015.
2015. And you might want to go into professional baseball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you told me last season you kind of retrieved that season. You brought it back.
Yeah.
What was your record?
We were 7, 8, and 1.
Okay. All right. Well, every season it's a brand new season.
Yep.
It's like New Year's Day every year. Yeah. Good to have you here. You're a good player. Eli, you all doing all right over there?
Yeah.
You're holding your head there. I hope you're. It's because you're thinking so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to be a biologist, and there was an archaeologist, right?
No, it's a park ranger.
A park ranger. Park ranger. Yeah. Well, there's a national park right there in Greenbelt, right there, over there, and it's a great place to explore, great place to take a hike and picnic and bike ride, and those places only are safe and clean and attractive because of people like park rangers. So good luck to you. Let's get back into the game. 145 Greenbelt, 85 University Park. Lots of points to give away. So Cora, let's go.
So Zoo Parade for 20.
Zoo Parade for 20 points. Teams at the Super Bowl. They featured the largest aquarium in the world, the Atlanta Aquarium, and they showed swimming past for everyone in America to see the world's largest fish. Name it. Greenbelt.
No, that's not a fish. It's a whale shark.
It is a whale shark. Yes, indeed. You were trying to formulate those words over there. You didn't want to say shark whale. It is a whale shark. It is huge. Nicely done. Go Red.
Zoo Parade for 25 points.
Zoo Parade for 25 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, if you would, please, teams. This is a pterosaur with feathers and fuzz because we know dinosaurs eventually evolved into birds. To be a dinosaur, you had to have one morphological feature. You had to have a hole in your hip so the top of what leg bone could fit inside University Park?
Your femur.
Your femur, that's right. Thank you, Roddy. Good assist on that one. Go. Green.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, if you play ball like Roddy does over there and you get injured, the sports doctor will talk about RICE. R stands for rest, I stands for ice, C stands for compression, and E stands for having to raise up the injured part. That E word is what, University Park?
Elevated.
Elevated or elevation. Yes, indeed. Go Green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Teams, this is interesting. Mushrooms are the only things you can buy in the produce section of the store that contain this.
Spores.
What's that?
Spores. Spores.
Not spores, no. University Park. Mushrooms are the only things you can buy in the produce section of a grocery store that contain this vitamin that we human beings produce by standing in the sunshine.
Vitamin D.
D it is. That's it. Good. Go. Green.
Dateline for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. Score update. Greenbelt 165, University Park 150. We're in Dateline for 20 points. Teams, diabetics are excited because there is a capsule that they can now swallow that will inject this hormone directly into their stomach wall.
Insulin.
Insulin is right. Yes, good. Go. Yes, ma'am.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, because these lotions have a lot of SPF factor in them, Hawaii, yes, University Park.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen, that's right. And since sunscreen destroys coral, they are now banned, certain ones, in Hawaii and Key West. They don't want swimmers to wear them. Go. Green.
Green things for 10. Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Team, scientists fear that the oceans are going to be looking a lot bluer from space because the phytoplankton could disappear because of global warming, and what green pigment will disappear? Greenbelt.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, absolutely right. Yes, sir. Good, go.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25. The big one in that category, teams, listen carefully. Over 50% of the world's agriculture is just four crops: wheat, corn, oats. And this crop that we associate, Greenbelt.
Soybeans.
Soybeans, yes, sir. I was going to say we associate with tofu. You were way ahead of me. Good, go.
Actually guessing. Let's get physical for 25 points.
Let's get physical for 25 points. Teams, a cubic zirconia is a fake diamond. And where a diamond is a 10 on this hardness scale, a cubic zirconia is an 8.5. Name that, University Park. Everyone's pointing over there. What you got?
Let's go with it. Hardness scale.
Greenbelt, name the hardness scale that diamond tops out at a 10.
Mo.
The Mohs scale. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
Zoo parade for 10 points.
Zoo parade for 10 points. Teams, listen to this quote from a book. Trust me, Wilbur. People are gullible. They'll believe anything they see in print. Wilbur was a pig talking to whom? University Park.
Charlotte the spider.
Charlotte the spider, absolutely right. Good. Go. Green.
Body systems. Yeah. Body systems for 25.
Body systems for 25. Big one in that category. Teams, Flo, in the Progressive Insurance ad, walks in on her mother who is on a exercise bike, and mom says, "I'm blasting my quads." She's talking about her quadriceps, which are big muscles in the thigh. I'll give you 25 points if you can tell me exactly what quadriceps means. University Park. Greenbelt, talk among yourselves in case I need to come to you. Cora, what does quadriceps mean?
4 muscles in your thigh.
Nope, good try. Greenbelt, quadriceps means what?
4 bones.
No, 4 heads. Seps is heads, like biceps is 2-headed. 4 heads down there. Go again, please. Green.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Teams, in Black Panther, the Black Panther had an exoskeleton made of vibranium. Vibranium is a fake element, but it would be in this portion of the periodic table because it's a lot like iron and aluminum and gold and silver. It would be among the what, Greenbelt?
Transition metals.
Metals is right. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
Dateline science for 10 points.
Dateline for 10 points seems a geographical answer. Listen carefully. The good news is monarch butterflies are up 144% in this country where they overwinter. University Park.
Mexico.
Mexico. That's it. Good. Go.
Okay. Dateline for 25.
Dateline for 25 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. This is a zombie. This snail has been zombified because what kind of P-initial creature has changed it? University Park.
A parasite?
Parasite, absolutely right, yes. Has made it visible so that it will be eaten so the parasite's life cycle will continue. All right, we have questions left here. Score 250 to 225. Advantage green.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, just as a snake sheds its skin, oftentimes a tree will shed this as it, yes?
Bark.
Bark, as its trunk enlarges. Yes, go.
Zoo
Green.
Parade for 5.
Super 8 for 5 points. Disney is coming out with a new live action version of a movie about this flying Greenbelt.
Flying car.
No,
No,
I said elephant.
no. University Park. Disney is coming out with a live action version of this film about a flying elephant.
Dumbo.
Dumbo. That's it. Go green.
Body Systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, focus, Ellie. Focus. Women oftentimes pluck these, and you can raise them. Greenbelt.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows is right. Go red.
Let's get physical for 5 points.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, you can experience a version of weightlessness if you get inside one of these built by Otis that is, yes, Cora. What you got?
It's like this tub full of like salt.
Nope. Greenbelt. If you step inside one of these built by Otis and it is falling very quickly, you can experience a version of weightlessness.
A roller coaster.
No, Ellie was saying it. An elevator. Go, red.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. Multiple choice question. Washington Wizards star John Wall won't be playing for a whole year because he's tore his Achilles bone. University Park.
His Achilles tendon.
Tendon is right. Last question of the game. Dateline for 5 points. It seems appropriate that one of the islands in the Galapagos chain is named for this man who put the Galapagos Island on the map.
Darwin.
Darwin it is. And we've run out of questions and time, and it looks like by just 10 points, Greenbelt is advancing. We'll be right back. Welcome back. What a game. One of our judges was over there saying, good, good, good. One of the best games we've had in a long time, and it came down almost to that very last question. Our final tally today is University Park 245, Greenbelt 255. Congratulations, Greenbelt. Ellie, Hiram, and John, and Kai, and Mr. Richardson, we're going to see you in the finals. And University Park, a round of applause for you guys too. Eli and Cora and Roddy, what a game. You guys came back, just like your baseball team did. Over there, we've got Gabe and Jackson. We have Simone and no, we don't. Do we have Caroline over there? Yes, we do. And the wonderful Mr. Favero, my Pittsburgh friend over there. We had a wonderful game, and stay with us because we're about to decide who the third semifinalist is next time. We'll see you then. Until then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye.